This is a must-watch movie for adults, especially for married women. When the castle of marriage begins to crumble from within, should you completely indulge yourself or protect your family? Today, let's talk about a classic forbidden love story, the timeless ethical film released in 2002, Unfaithful. Connie and her husband Edward are a model couple. Edward is successful in his career, and Connie is content being a full-time housewife. They have a lovely son, and the family lives in a comfortable, large house in New York, living a peaceful and quiet life. However, this seemingly perfect life slowly wore away Connie's passion, coupled with her husband's busy career. As time went on, her heart became empty and lonely. Thus, the train of life derailed at this moment. It was a rare, windy day. Connie and Paul accidentally bumped into each other. Paul invited Connie to his place to tend to her wound. Although she felt she shouldn't, Connie went inside anyway. Paul was a writer, charming, romantic, and full of passion. A stark contrast to Connie's dull marriage, this encounter was like a calm lake, stirred by the wind. She felt guilty for her attraction. That night, she gave her husband Edward a rare treat. She thought it would end there. However, a few days later, Connie accidentally found the phone number Paul had left in a book. After a moment's thought, she couldn't resist the temptation in the end. This time, they had more contact, but still hadn't crossed the final line. Connie fled. She felt guilty towards her husband, so she bought him a gift and made a rare visit to his company. But this feeling, like weeds after the rain, could not be stopped no matter what. Finally, during their next meeting, she couldn't hold back. Connie was completely immersed in this extramarital affair. She began lying to her husband, frequently finding excuses to go out, enjoying the thrill of the betrayal. Indulgence made her reckless, even seeking excitement while having dinner with friends at a restaurant. Little did she know, her husband Edward, sensing something was wrong with his wife, had already hired a private detective to investigate. He ultimately confirmed the fact of his wife's infidelity. At that moment, everything in his eyes collapsed. He then went to Paul's apartment, happening to see his wife leaving. He knocked on Paul's door and stated his identity directly, but Paul wasn't nervous at all. The messy bed still carried the scent of the two. By Paul's bedside sat a crystal bowl. It was the gift Edward had given Connie for her birthday. In that moment, rage exploded. He picked up the snow globe and struck Paul with it. When he came to his senses and was about to turn himself in, a message from his wife came through on the phone nearby. She said she didn't want to deceive her family and her husband anymore. But this confession came too late. An emotional betrayal ended with violent murder. But when the police came to investigate, the couple, in tacit agreement, cooperated with each other and lied to the police. After the police left, Edward let out a hysterical roar at Connie.
You tell me what you did. You lied to me over and over and over. You didn't think I'd know. I wouldn't feel it. I knew it from the very first day. I know you and I fucking hate you. I didn't want to kill him, I wanted to kill you!
At the end of the film, the family of three stops at a crossroads late at night. One road leads to the police station, the other to an unknown escape. Connie cheerfully suggests they flee far away and start a new life. The director doesn't give a final answer, but leaves it open-ending. Unfaithful is a film you need to sit down and watch quietly. It's not suitable for fast food viewing, because the topics it discusses are too heavy and complex, and could likely happen to anyone. This film tears open the glamorous exterior of marriage, letting us see the hidden fragility inside. The film serves as a warning. Don't wait until you've lost something to learn to cherish. Think about how, in the midst of ordinaries, to maintain that ultimate loyalty. Don't let the mundane become an excuse. No matter what, we must take responsibility for our choices. Love itself isn't the problem. The problem is, over a long time together, how to maintain appreciation and respect for each other.